What is the story of Chicago?
Go to hell.
Is that the message from Chicago?
Yes. What's interesting is that he doesn't understand that all the labor rights around the world came from this town, this place. So if he thinks this place is going to be a fascist hub, no chance.
It is all about get the hell out of here. It's all about leave me alone. It's all about waking up. It's all about rising again. Americans now are rising, are awakening. Now they know that they have made some mistakes, and now you should have to step up and stand for themselves. I have more of these videos, so watch here and I'll come back with more comments on them. Subscribe meanwhile, comment in the comment section. I'll come back with the more comments about the video. Let's watch the video now.
Shit. The Chicago mayor is fire.
My ancestors, as slaves, can lead the bravest general strike in the history of this country, taking it to the ultra-rich and big corporations. We can do the same today. I'm calling on black people, white people, brown people, Asian people, immigrants, gay people from around this country to stand up against tyranny and to send a clear message to the ultra-rich and big corporations. We are going to make them pay their fair share in taxes to fund our schools, to fund jobs, to fund healthcare, to fund transportation. Democracy will live on because of this generation. Are you ready to take it to the courts and to the streets?
Right now, the decision whether National Guard troops can be deployed to Chicago streets is in the hands of the Supreme Court. This as more protesters were arrested today outside the facility troops were originally sent to protect. Our Victor Jacobo has the latest live in Broadview. Victor.
Yeah, Erica, it's quiet here this evening now compared to scenes we had seen earlier in the day. Meanwhile, that legal battle over National Guard troop deployment continues, now reaching the U.S. Supreme Court. At Broadview, officials say more than a dozen people were arrested during Friday protests.
The executive order is now in place. Please disperse the area.
In the evening, the enforcement of a village protest curfew led to a standoff, but no clashes. But other incidents, like the confrontation between federal agents and residents in Chicago's East Side neighborhood this week, are being used by the Trump administration to argue agents are experiencing resistance and interference as they try to carry out immigration enforcement, and a block on National Guard troop deployment should be lifted. In its filing to the Supreme Court, the administration says the president lawfully determines that he is unable to enforce the laws of the United States with the regular forces and calls up the National Guard to defend federal personnel, property, and functions in the face of ongoing violence. Governor J.B. Pritzker is saying on social media, quote, "Donald Trump will keep trying to invade Illinois with troops. We will keep defending the sovereignty of our state," end quote.
There was no question.
CBS News Chicago legal analyst Irv Miller says he expected the legal battle over troop deployment to reach the Supreme Court, given its urgency.
This is an ongoing situation. It's not going away. What's happening out in Broadview and elsewhere.
Miller says it's not clear how the justices will split on this issue over whether or not the president's guard deployment is constitutional.
But I think you're going to see in a case like this, you're going to see dissents as well as concurring opinions. I don't think that all seven will agree, all nine will agree on this particular issue.
Right now, hundreds of National Guard troops from Illinois and Texas remain on standby. Meanwhile, the state of Illinois has until 5 p.m. Eastern time on Monday to submit their response in this case to the Supreme Court. Now, reporting live in Broadview, Victor Jacobo, CBS News, Chicago.
Victor, thank you.
Now, tell me why is the USA awakening? Tell me why are they awakening? Tell me why are they knowing the value of being ruled by somebody who cares about you? Tell me why now they know that, okay, now they were failing themselves. Today, they are protesting for only one thing. The entire Chicago are protesting are now knowing that they have a value in life. They have a value in a country. Because Trump has now used them enough. Now they know that enough is enough now. Now the entire city has now chosen to go and fight for their own rights. fight for what belongs to them. Chicago has been raided by the ICE after this whole thing that upset them. They made them feel bad because they were now like they were useless. They didn't have value in a country. Now, how can somebody come in an apartment and raid everybody from the house because they are blacks? Now they're choosing to fight for their own right, fighting for what they want, fighting for what they deserve. When something is yours, you take it, you claim it, you demand it. You don't just go there and sit there and watch somebody coming to your place, destroying you, abusing you. Now they know that they can fight for themselves. Now, if America will be fighting for this thing, like entire America will be fighting for all these things, Trump must go home. Trump must go anyways because he has taken American for a long, he has used them for a big time. Subscribe, share, leave a comment because this video has a lot more to know about American protests. It's about them now standing and now they're rising. It's called a new dawn.
Sir, what do you think about this protest here?
I think it's pretty stupid.
Why do you think it's stupid?
Well, because the law enforcement is out here trying to defend our country by getting the migrants out. And what's happening is you got a bunch of people who have been ill-informed or have basically drank the Kool-Aid that are doing things that they think are right but are actually very wrong.
And why do you think here in America people think they can just push the police and get away with it?
Because for so long there's been nothing done about it. They just do it and then the next guy does it and does it and does it and nobody goes to jail, no one gets arrested. And now people are starting to realize that if you touch the police and you break the law, you're going to go to jail. This administration is not playing around. These are federal workers and state workers. They need to be protected just like everybody else needs to be protected. So if you're going to come down here and assault these police officers and assault federal
support me, just subscribe
officers,
there,
what are
like
you
the
going to do
video
to
and
regular
comment.
citizens?
Tell me your
It means
view.
you
What
have
do you
no
think
moral
about this whole
compass.
thing of
And if
American
you don't have a moral
rising,
compass, it's a
fighting for
problem.
themselves? Stay with the video.
If you guys are going to the No Kings protest today, the nurse in me is begging you guys to be careful and stay safe. There's an estimated 10 million people worldwide performing their First Amendment right of freedom of speech and protesting this wannabe king that we have in office. Now, I live in Chicago, and I am seeing, just like everyone else via social media and the news and in real life, how dangerous ICE and the National Guard is when it is deployed on its own people. I do not have any doubt that they will be at these protests, not only inciting violence, but being the hands of violence. When I saw a National Guard member throw a tear gas canisters at a pastor's head, they're not playing fair, and they have not been playing fair. And the rumor is, because of these mass protests that, again, is our right as Americans to protest, because we will have so many people out there, this fake wannabe king will invoke the Insurrection Act, possibly martial law. That's just the word on the street. I'm just telling you to be so careful. Stick in groups. I want white people outside on the perimeter. The people of color, immigrants, Hispanics, blacks, I want everybody inside and protected by the white allies. If you're a white ally, this is your job. This is the time where you show up. I am praying for peace. I just have a feeling it won't be. So just, again, please stay safe.
Chicago deployed every single salt truck in the city to block ICE, and there is something so patriotic about that. Watch. This comes after Trump just threatened the city of Chicago with an all-out war, to which the mayor of Chicago responded, quote, "We must defend our democracy from this authoritarianism by protecting each other and protecting Chicago from Donald Trump." Trump claims he's targeting Chicago for their high crime rate, which is rather interesting considering their crime rate has decreased over the last several years. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker has already made it known that he does intend to sue the administration.
So the government's going to target entire Hispanic communities and thinks the cartel isn't going to step in? Well, apparently cartels are now saying that they are going to offer a bounty of $5,000 to $50,000. This has gone up from $2,000 to $10,000 for ICE officials, depending on rank. And it sounds like gangs in Chicago might be gearing up for a payday. This is what happens when governments persecute innocent families and call that law and order. Other organizations outside the law will then step in and establish their own law and order. Authoritarian systems breed desperation. Communities will always organize to protect themselves. Survival is human nature. This is a warning about what happens when state violence goes unchecked. If people in power keep terrorizing people, chaos will ensue. And now, ICE agents will know what it feels like to be scared for their personal safety and the safety of their families, just like the families they are targeting and destroying.
President Trump, we don't want you or any other king to rule us. We will never surrender. So Donald Trump, stay the hell out of Chicago.
In this city of immigrants, in Boston, every day is No King's Day. Donald Trump is not a king. Donald Trump is a bully.
Trump does think that he's a king, and he thinks that he can act more corruptly when the government is shut down.
So this is all about Americans waking up, America now knowing that they can fight, because they can't. Somebody can come from nowhere, like ICE coming in your apartment and raid everyone from the apartment. That is showing that they don't respect you as a country. They don't value you as a country. They don't value you as a person who is living in America, paying tax, working. After laying some people off, now they are trying to maybe to raid, to force somebody to come in your apartment and raid everyone from the apartment. So all I must say that whenever a country sees a light somewhere, they use it. Like the mayor in the video of Chicago, the mayor is so straight that they should stop acting corruptively after shutting down the government. That now we are almost heading to the third week of the government being shut down, while Americans are still being controlled by the same government that is shutting the government for them. So until when will they sit there and watch everything happening sideways? It's high time they wake up and fight for their own rights. This is subscribe, share, and leave a comment in the comment section. I'll come back and read every comment that any of you are giving to me. So till next time, among and peace be with you. God bless America and God bless the black people all over the world. Till next time, I'm out.